Hey everyone, happy Memorial Day in the fish room, just doing a little work. Wanted to show off some things and just do a quick video. If you hear some click clack going on, Buzz, the old pug dog, decided to join me. So he and I are working in the fish room together. So I wanted to show off this tank. This was where I had my orange lined colony, and I've moved them out. I have got some fish coming, so I've shuffled them off to another tank, and they actually are looking really good. So I'm hopeful that that colony will actually start to rebound, and I'll show them at a later date. But I wanted to show off my blue-tailed goodies. I had kind of wanted to put them in here anyways, so I've been thinking about this for a while, but I was a little hesitant because I was afraid they were going to eat my shrimp. But I was a bit desperate. I've got some particular fish coming that need some special arrangements, and so I just said, you know what, I don't think they're gonna do it and eat my fish or my shrimp. So I went ahead and just moved them in here, and they look really good. And so I have answered the questions. So for those of you who have this species or a similar species of the goodies, they do not seem to bother cherry shrimp at all. So if you've got a tank and you're thinking to put some in, but you've got shrimp in there and you're a little concerned, we've answered that question. And you can see that I moved them in, and I was actually rewarded with some fry last night. And that is the size of the fry. They're actually quite large. There's about 8 or 9 of them there, maybe 10, and this species is interesting. So this is the only member of its genus, which is let's see, Ateniobius is the genus, and it's an interesting goodie in that the fry of this species are not born with the visible trophotenia, which is the umbilical cord that kind of characterizes this live bearer and makes them different than the Posilias. So you know, the other live bearers that you're kind of familiar with don't have kind of an umbilical cord attached, whereas a lot of these goodies do. But this species does not. It's got a little, I guess, a micro, attachment point, but you can't see it. But so that makes this species different. And you can see the males there. They have the blue tail. I don't know necessarily if it's showing up very well on the camera, but it's very metallic. It's faint, but it's very attractive. This species, I've noticed, does tend to get fungal infections quite easily, and so I do have one in there. Usually I spot it as milky eyes and maybe a little bit of graying to the body. It cleans up very quickly, but I do kind of watch out for it periodically. And they do like cooler temperatures. I keep them right around 68, somewhere between 68 and 70. Not any higher than that. So the heater's in there. I could probably pull it now that it's kind of getting on towards summer, but it's basically turned as low as it goes, and they seem to like that. So that's this tank, and it's looking really nice, and they look great. I like they're kind of a trout body. They just look really good. Now the tank that they were in was where I was kind of doing a stem plant. I was trying to get back into stem plants, and it's just a disaster. And I'll show you that tank now. It's basically a blank slate. So what I had in here previous, I had some Azu Aqua Soil product, which is a substrate out of Japan that is made out of clay. It's dark. And what I was finding is it grew pretty nice plants, but it was really featherweight. You know, it basically was a mess every time I worked on the tank. It kind of was cloudy. It was tending to break down, and I just thought it was a little too sloppy for me, and I wasn't willing to put the time or effort into kind of keeping it looking nice. So I decided a long time ago that I was going to change that tank over, even before I had purchased the fish that are going to go into this tank. So what I've got in here is I've got some rock that I picked up in Oregon from a lake up there. It's Cascade Mountain rock. It's really cool. It's got a lot of different reds and brown. And if it's out of the water, it actually looks kind of black. It's pretty interesting. But I'm actually gonna. What I wanted to do with this tank is have a bare bottom tank without the look of it. So I've got this real coarse rock that I think I'll be able to clean very easily. This tank, the fish that are coming in are very particular about their water quality. So what I've got in here is just some rock and then some anacris up there at the top floating. And I'm going to actually try a different type of filtration system. So I'll probably keep one of the two sponge filters going, but I'm going to actually put something else in here. So we'll talk about that when I get those fish. I'm excited to show them off. And this is a little bit of a tease in that regard. So stay tuned. And anyways, I hope you all are enjoying your Memorial Day weekend, time with family and friends, and I hope you can spend a few moments just thinking of those who have served our country, who have died and given their lives, and their families in particular who have lost those soldiers. And so we just take a moment to remember them, and we just hope that you're all having a great day. Buzz and I are also doing well, but it's time to leave the fish room. So we will talk to you all soon. Bye.